Hi, my name is Lori McKenzie, and I work for Organic Seed Alliance. We are a nonprofit organization based in Washington State, and I'm here today at the El Centro University of California Desert Research Station to do a winter harvest on carrots. So this is a project called the Carrot Improvement for Organic Agriculture project. And what we're doing is looking for carrots that grow really well and they are healthy and they're pretty and they taste good. And we're working with all the different colors of carrots. So mostly, we're used to seeing orange carrots. That's what we get at the store, but there's purple carrots, there's yellow carrots, there's red carrots. And what I think is really fun is when you crack them open, sometimes they're yellow and purple inside, and they've got all these really cool color combinations. Sometimes they're orange and purple, and all those different colored carrots are healthy for you. They have different, what we call compounds in them that are associated with the different colors. So each different color gives you a little bit of different kind of nutrition. And they're all good for you. They're good for your eyes. They're good for your growth. So they're fun, they're beautiful, they taste good, and they're healthy.
Hi, I'm Schaeffer. I'm from Mount Vernon, Washington. I've worked on carrots for almost 45 years now. But prior to Phil, I worked with Dr. Quinn Peterson. And he started coming down here, I think, in 1968 or 69. And they've been planting carrots down here ever since. The carrots that were here originally were a lot lighter colored than they are now. Unlike Lori, I started working on orange carrots rather than the colored carrots. You can look at this spot in the USDA lines and find out what a contribution it's made to those little baby cut carrots that you eat in the bag and the long cellos in the bag. It's incredible. Almost all of those lines trace back to the USDA program, and it came out of this station. And so it's very important to the world.
So this is a project that we have been working on for about 8 years, I believe, and it's a project that's funded through our government. So they give us money to do this work and to look for carrots and breed new carrots that will be nutritious and delicious for our farmers to grow. And the project is headed by Dr. Phil Simon. He's a researcher with the USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture, and he's based out of the University of Wisconsin at Madison. Unfortunately, he can't be here today because of COVID travel restrictions. So we miss him a lot, but he's the head of our project, and all of this material, all these carrots are from his program and from his trips all around the world to collect different kinds of carrots and different colors of carrots and to breed new carrots and improve carrots that are that we eat today and just make them better, make them more nutritious and more delicious. So what we're doing here today is actually going through and digging up all these different kinds of carrots. So some of them are kind of like what you would call baby carrots, not the baby carrots you see in the market, but in terms of creating new carrots for us to eat, they're early on in the process of that. And so we're looking at, do they look good? Do they taste good? Are they what we're looking for? So we're taking them home. We're going to ship them back to Wisconsin and back to Washington, where we're from. And Phil will take them and he does a bunch of nutritional analysis. So he'll cut pieces of the carrot off and he'll run them through machines and look at how much of those good compounds they have. And also they're for seed production. So we take them home and we cut them in half like this. And we take a slice and we taste it because we only want to make seeds on plants that taste good. So we're going to take this root home and I'm just going to scrape some of the dirt off. And then I'm going to cut a slice and I'm going to taste it. I really love this color combination. I think it's super pretty. And actually it tastes really good. Excuse me. It's sweet, it's crunchy, it's got a nice bit of carrot flavor. So this is a carrot that I would keep and I would put into seed production. So I'm going to cut the top off because we actually don't need that. It'll grow a new top. And then we're going to take this home and we're going to put it in the refrigerator. We're going to let it sit in the refrigerator and trick it into think it's winter, because it wants to think it's gone through winter before it's ready to transition and grow up and make seeds. And then in about 6 weeks, we're going to plant it out in the ground, and we'll just plant it like this in the ground, and it'll grow new top, and then it'll throw up what's called a bolting stalk. It looks like when it's starting to make seed. And now it's still got the root. That's where it's got all the energy to make this big stalk, and then these big flowers that are going to come out on top. So this is what's called the bolting stalk, and it's going to grow up about 3 feet tall, and then you're going to see these beautiful umbel flowers. And if you want to get real close, you can see each one of these. There's a bunch of flowers, right, on each of these little umbels, and each flower will make a seed. So you can imagine all these flowers. There's going to be hundreds of seeds on there. And each flower, or each plant, will make a bunch of these umbels. So we get lots and lots and lots of seeds from each plant, which is just amazing. And then in the fall, usually around September, we'll harvest some seed off of it. And then we take that seed and we clean it. We get it off the plant. We get it all clean. And then we turn around and we bring it back down here. And we plant it back out in this field, and we come back the next year and do the very same thing. So we're going to talk now about where carrots kind of came from. And carrots came from a part of the world over in the eastern, what we think of as the eastern part of the world, over in Afghanistan and Turkey and Syria. That's kind of where we think of carrots being born. And those carrots, when people first started eating carrots, they weren't orange. They were mostly red and purple and yellow. In fact, mostly they were purple and yellow, especially in Turkey and Afghanistan. So a lot of the carrots that are here that are purple and yellow originally came from and were kind of born in that area of the world. And then as people started to eat more carrots, they started to find more different varieties of carrots in the wild. They would dig things up, and they kind of found new colors. And as we went along and we were eating carrots and we were getting interested in them and people were making seed on them, we kind of, plant breeding is a process of saving what you like, saving what tastes good, what you think is beautiful. And as the carrots started to move throughout the world, especially when they got into Europe, the people in Europe really liked orange carrots. And so they did a bunch of work saving seed on orange carrots, and orange carrots became very, very popular there. And orange carrots had not really been popular previous to that in other places of the world. So that's where orange carrots were really kind of born and grew up. And then all the colors now have spread all throughout the world. And as we see here in California, we've got all the different colors in this field. And hopefully you'll be able to buy more of these colors in the store, and you'll be able to eat them at home. You can get all these colors in the store. They're not quite as common as the oranges, but that's one of the things that I personally want to see. I want to see more colored carrots in the store and on your dinner plates and on your snack plates, because I think they're super beautiful and they're just fun to eat and they taste delicious.
Colored carrots are kind of a new thing, or a rerun of an old thing back to a new thing. And we kind of do that. We recycle things once in a while, the U.S. does, and people in general. And but on this dark orange color is a really high beta carotene. Beta carotene makes the color, but it also makes high vitamin A. And the original breeder that was coming down here was Dr. Quinn Peterson. And he wanted to increase the carotene levels, and this happened to be the spot to do it. And El Centro and Hopeville area have been a large carrot production area ever since. And originally it was hard to get a color of carrots that was very dark orange. Well, he succeeded by, I think basic carrots are usually about anywhere from 50 to 60 parts beta carotene, and he had them up over 150. And then Phil Simon has actually increased that level to over 1,000 on some of these lines. You can see up to about 150, you can't see more than that. And you can see the lightness of carrots that have come out of this program. But The project was for nutraceuticals before it was popular. And by that I mean Dr. Peterson was hoping to cure blindness in the world, because third world nations at that time, one of the leading causes of blindness was low vitamin A. So he thought by just increasing the vitamin A in a carrot, maybe he could help these third world nations and help these kids see better and cure blindness. So, and now you see this thing that Organic Seed Alliance is doing with carrots, going back to these different colors and making them important to our diet. It is also going to help with our flavor selection. They're becoming better all the time, and Lori's work and Organic Seed Alliance and Phil Simon's work, all that work together has increased the eating ability on all carrots, including the orange carrots.